Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at Universal Orlando, and today we're here to check out what's going on for the summer. So I'm going to talk about what it's like for summer crowds, how to plan your day. We're going to see what kind of specialty food and things that they have for summer, because they do have some extra stuff. So let's go. Alright, so the first thing we got to talk about is summer crowds, and summer crowds tend to get here early, especially if you're staying on Universal's property. They have early park admission usually at one of the theme parks, either Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios. Today it is at Islands of Adventure. They open at 8. Universal Studios will open at 9. But the 8 o'clock opening at Islands is only for people who have early park admission, which would be top-tiered pass holders and resort guests of Universal Orlando Resort Hotels. So otherwise, if you're not staying on property, you can't get in until 9. But know that this park, the Islands of Adventure Park, is going to fill up earlier because the guests are going to get in line and get here early for that 8 o'clock opening. It is now like a little after 8:30, I believe. Yep, 8:37. And I can already see a line for Velocicoaster across the waterway. I believe the Hagrid's Coaster, which is the most popular ride probably in all of Universal, has like a 2-hour wait right now. So know that if you're not here right away at rope drop for that early park admission, you might want to kind of change your plan. I don't know if I would run to a ride that's already a 2-hour wait. Velocicoaster said it was 45 minutes, and that line typically moves pretty fast. They do a pretty quick load time and turnaround time, so I am going to head to Velocicoaster and we'll see how long it is. So I'll give you an update. All right, everyone, so here's the update. I just got off of Velocicoaster. It said it was a 45-minute wait. I waited only 30 minutes. So not bad. Here comes the ride. So you can see it. Down the hill. And upside down. So let me clarify a little bit. I said earlier I don't think I would wait like the 2 hours if a ride like Hagrid's was 2 hours. Now let me clarify. If Hagrid's is the only thing you're coming to do, then by all means go ahead and get in the line and get it done. But if you're planning to do things like Velocicoaster and a lot of the other rides in the park, then I would wait till later in the day to do something like Hagrid's when it's 2 hours in the morning, because it will get less busy as the day goes on and the initial crowd rush happens. So just as a plan, you know, for planning your trip and keeping an idea about the crowds. But summertime, earlier the better. It's always hot here in the day, so if you can take advantage of early park admission, if you're staying on property, do it. If you can't take advantage because you're not staying on property, then I would plan to be here for a 9 a.m. opening. And I would almost plan to go to the opposite park, because this park, if this is the early park admission park, is going to keep getting busier and busier and busier. Whereas if you start at the studios right at 9, it'll be less crowded, you can get a lot done. Perhaps you can park up over here. It just depends, you know, on your plan, if you're doing one park a day or two. But plan for that. So we're going to keep moving and find some more stuff to see here at Islands of Adventure. Now, one thing I love to do in the summer is do the water rides here at Islands of Adventure. So this is Dudley Do-Right. It's a log flume. There they come down the hill. You will be absolutely soaked on the water rides here at Islands of Adventure. So they have the log flume, and then they have the round rafts ride, Popeye. So let me come over and show you that one. But I always bring and wear, I guess, clothes for getting wet when I come to Islands of Adventure in the summertime. So I wear quick dry clothes that, because I will be soaked, will dry good. But you know what? In the summer heat, it feels good to be a little wet for a while. It kind of helps you as you're walking around. But a lot of times I'll bring flip-flops to change into while I go on the rides, and then flip back to my tennis shoes to walk around the park. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want to be in wet tennis shoes, you know, bring some flip-flops in your bag as well. So I'm going to come over and show you Popeye and what that looks like. All right, so Popeye's is just getting started for the day. It's not quite open to guests quite yet. It opens like at 10, but they're starting to run the ride. So it's these round raft rides, goes through basically, you know, the rapid river. Again, both of these water rides, you will be absolutely soaked when you get off. I don't care where you sit. I don't care who you are. You will be wet, wet, wet. So just plan ahead for that as you're coming to Islands of Adventure. And next we're going to head over to Universal Studios and see what's going on over there for summertime. So let's go. All right, so we made it over here to the Universal Studios side of the theme parks. And this side of the parks has more indoor rides. So if you've spent the morning like I just did at Islands of Adventure, it's kind of great to come over here in the afternoon, because a lot of the stuff is indoors and it's air conditioned, so you can cool down in the hotter parts of the day. Also, typically in Florida, every afternoon between 4 and 6 especially, we get severe thunderstorms in the summer. So just keep that in mind for your trip. Any outdoor rides will close if there is lightning in the area. So I find it's better to be at the studio side because there's a lot more indoor rides here where you could, again, take shelter from those storms. So just keep that in mind while you're planning your trip. Now, they do have a couple of awesome things here at this park for summertime. They always have a special tribute store. So we're gonna go head through that because that is always fun to look at and see what the theme is of the store. And they also do some specialty food. So I'm gonna find some food. All right, so I found one of the specialty food trucks for summer right here in front of the Rip Ride Rocket. This has carnitas arepas, picadillo arepas, mozzarella arepas, and esquites asados. So that's a Mexican street corn. And the arepas are kind of, they're like a little corn cake. So carnitas is gonna be with pork over it, and the picadillo is gonna be like a ground beef, and the mozzarella is gonna be a cheese one. So that is some of the summer stuff that they have. And for Universal Studios, you just kind of have to walk around the park and see what you see, because those little food trucks will be set up all around. So we're gonna keep moving, and I am gonna find some stuff to try. But right now I'm headed to the tribute store, and the tribute store is always located in the same spot. It is straight ahead of us, that pink building right there. It's next to the Mummy. The Mummy is closed for refurbishment, so if you're coming this summer, I don't know when it is slated to be opened. I think I heard August, so we'll see. But it may or may not be open. But Rip Ride Rocket and Jimmy Fallon are right over here, and that pink building, that is the tribute store, so let's go. All right, here we are, the summer tribute store, and this summer it is featuring old school movies like Jaws and Back to the Future and E.T. So this park opened in 1990, and at the time it had these as the rides. E.T. is still here, but Jaws, Back to the Future, they're now gone. No longer with us here at this park. Jaws is now where Harry Potter World is, the Diagon Alley side here at Universal Studios. That's where Jaws was. So if you've ever been to Universal way back in the day and saw where Jaws was, and now to see it as Harry Potter, it's amazing, the transformation. Back to the Future is where The Simpsons is now. So also a way different transformation. So this tribute store is going to be a tribute to these old rides, I think, and old movies that they had in this park at one time. So let's go in. And the design right off the bat is like an old movie theater with the ticket box. What I love about the tribute store is they do this year round. They do it for Halloween, they do it for Christmas, they do it for Mardi Gras in the spring, and then for summer. And they just keep refurbishing this building. And it's just amazing to see them do it, and all the props they use and all the different things. So much detail goes into this. So definitely come into the tribute store whenever you're here at Universal Studios, no matter what time of year it is, and check it out. Look at the record player. So this is Elliot's room, I think, from E.T. Yeah. Here's the fishbowl and the little shark grabber that he had. Check out the E.T. backpack, so cute, and the wallet, it's just darling. This is a great shirt. And again, everything in here, all the merchandise is for purchase. So, super cute E.T. stuff. And the E.T. ride does still exist here at Universal Studios. I'll walk by it and show it to you so you'll know where to find it. But it is an absolute classic. The bunk bed. Oh, they got a speak and spell. Very cool. Very cool. And the glass. That's so neat. With all the kids on it. And E.T. from the movie. Cute. Hi, E.T. All kinds of pins. And little figurines. You can get lanyards. The red sweat jacket, socks, little kid tees. And over here they have some more t-shirts and stuff. So very cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Check this out. It's pretty neat. And we're walking through the kids' closet and into Jaws. So now we're in the boathouse. There's some gear. And they have you can get all these collectible cups. That's so cool, one for each movie. I got underwear, Jaws socks, Jaws t-shirts, Jaws throw blanket, Jaws stuffed animal. And this picture here is kind of what the old Amity Island area looked like here in Universal Studios. I kind of think they had a house that looked like that. So that's kind of neat. Oh, they're cooking on the stove. You can get mugs, more blankets, toys. This is good. We're gonna need a bigger boat shirt. Amity Island Shark Tours. If you ever went on the Jaws ride, it was pretty neat. It was a boat tour, and you had a live boat captain. And some of the team members that would do the role as the boat captain, they would get really into the ride. So it was pretty neat. Some of this stuff looks like props from the movie. So all kinds of stuff Jaws. Very awesome. And I love they always have a mold machine in here at the tribute store. So right now you can get a Jaws mold. He's $8. Here's a pic, it looks like from maybe the real movie set. And we're moving down the hall past more old movie posters. Flash Gordon. And to Back to the Future. And I believe this next room is Back to the Future. With the giant speaker, that's awesome. They have another mold machine at the clock tower. You can hear all the clocks going, so that's pretty cool. All the stereo equipment, the lunch boxes, all the stuff. I think these might be real props from the movie. Remember the book? The cane topper, the Gray Sports Almanac. They're pretty neat. License plates, t-shirts, backpacks. Look at the old school jukebox, that's cool. The Enchantment Under the Sea. Some really cool t-shirts. So if you're a Back to the Future fan, pretty awesome. The hoverboard lunchbox. Here's the replica they made when they were testing out the car. This is cool. So neat. Out of the three movies in here, E.T., Jaws, and Back to the Future, Back to the Future was my favorite as a kid out of those three, and I watched this movie over and over, so I love all of the props in here. I'm geeking out. That's awesome. Here's ones that they've signed. And they are for sale. You can get this for $11.25. $500 for the Michael J. Fox one. $5.75 for Doc Brown. What I also love about the tribute store is they always have a concession stand, basically, a bakery, so to speak. And this one is set up like a movie concessions. I'm gonna get up close so we can see all the cool baked goods. Look at the Jaws fishbowl cake jars. Those look awesome. Chocolate peanut butter push pop. The hoverboard whoopie pie. We got popcorn balls. Flux capacitor and roped brownie. Out of time cupcake. So cool. And they have a little tribute here to the Confrontation. Confrontation is where the mummy is now. So this looks like that might have even been part of the ride animatronic. That's pretty neat. And they have a Gizmo shirt. Now that's one movie I wish they would remake. Gremlins. Who's with me on that? Who thinks they should remake Gremlins? Definitely. I think so. Breakfast Club. And they have some other old school merchandise over here, like Jurassic Ghostbusters stuff. The Bates Motel. I remember when they did have the replica of the Bates Motel when the park was first opened. So it's pretty cool. And now we're coming out the back. Wow, guys, that tribute store was awesome. I think that was like my favorite one. Every season, they just get better. That was a really good tribute store. So if you're here this summer, check it out. Sorry, the Rip Red Rocket's going around. That's what the screams are. If you're here this summer, check it out. If you're coming at any other time during the year, there will be some kind of a tribute store in this building, whether it's Halloween, Christmas, or Mardi Gras, like I said, for springtime. Check them out. They're pretty cool. All right, now we're going to find some food because I'm getting hungry for lunch. All right, this food truck is right across from the Fast and the Furious ride. And it has Nashville hot mac and cheese, Nashville hot chicken mac and cheese, and also a hot honey biscuit with chicken thigh, hot honey garlic pickles, and on a buttermilk biscuit, the side of apple cider slaw. So if you're into spicy, this would be good. Now, as I walk to the final food location that they have for the summer food, I wanted to mention that in the lagoon here at night, they do a laser show, fireworks, water fountain projections. It's pretty cool. It takes you through different movies, Universal movie pictures. So it's a pretty neat show. The best places to see it is actually across from us, in that area where you see the people walking in the fenced-in area. That is the best place to see the show. Right now, again, we're on the side with Fast and the Furious is right over there. Starbucks is right behind me. I'm headed towards Transformers is right here. So that gives you bearings. You want to be on the other side of the lake, not on this street, if you see that show. And we're going to this little pavilion right here next to Transformers. So Transformers is still in front of us. There's the pavilion. Mel's Diner is right on the other side that does hamburgers. So if you're looking for this summer food location, it's right in front of Mel's. And this is where I'm going to eat from. Okay, so there's the Mel's right there. And here is the pavilion. And they have Latin food here. They have a Cuban sandwich with a guava and cream cheese quesito. You can also get yuca fries or Cajun chips with that. They have a Latin fork bowl, which has a papa rellena, mojo yuca, and black beans and rice. And they have a watermelon and pineapple Taijin bowl and a guava and cream cheese quesito you can get separately, I guess. So, pretty good. I think I'm just going to get that Latin. Wow, guys, check this out. So the papa rellena is in here. These are the yuca fries right here. And then the black beans are underneath. And it's on a nice bed of, like, kind of like arugula, I think. So I'm going to give this a taste. This is very good. So papa rellena, in case you're not sure, is a fried mashed potato ball, and it has seasoned ground beef inside of it. So that's this thing in the middle. These look like what I would call yuca fries, or fried yuca. Yuca is it's a root vegetable. It's similar texture to potato, but kind of different at the same time. That's the best I can explain it. And then it's got the black beans and rice mixed in underneath. And then the arugula on top. So this is really tasty and not bad price. This was $13.99. This is a big meal. So I'm glad I got it. Next, we're going to go see the ET ride like I promised. Well, everyone, here's the ET adventure. It's a super fun ride. You get to actually ride on the bicycles and fly through the air to rescuing ET. So it's a lot of fun. Check it out the next time you're here at Universal Studios. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today here at Universal and checking out what they have going on here for summer. The other thing that I really enjoy about summer here is that the park hours are long. Like, they're open till sometimes 9 or 10 at night. Check the park hours before you come, because they do fireworks here at Universal Studios and an awesome water show in the middle of the lagoon at park closing every night. So you can check that out. The other good thing is, you can kind of split up your day. It's hot here, like I said. It does rain every afternoon. So, maybe you want to come over in the morning, go back to your hotel for the afternoon, swim, relax, wait out the rain, and then head back into the parks in the evening time as well. So lots of options here at Universal for the summer. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. So you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. CFL Park Hopper on all three. Thanks for watching.